What is going on, Crimson City? My name's CrimsonCBAD, and I'm here today to introduce you guys to the Pokemon Sacred Gold Scrambled Egglocke. I've had this idea for a while now, and I'm very confident you guys are going to enjoy it. If you're not aware, the Johto remakes in 4th Gen were my favorite remakes to date, and I'm absolutely in love with what Drayano did with Storm Silver and Sacred Gold. It is a very challenging ROM hack, so I'm going to need all of your guys' help getting through the game. Now, the question on everyone's mind. Crimson, what on earth is a Scrambled Egglocke? I'm glad you asked, nameless person. Let's dive in. Just like a normal Egglocke, we'll have normal Nuzlocke rules. Rule number 1. Any Pokemon that faints is considered dead and must be released or put in the Pokemon PC permanently. Rule number 2. The player may only catch the first Pokemon encountered in each area. If the first Pokemon encountered faints or runs away, there are no second chances. Rule number 3. The player must nickname all of their Pokemon for the sake of forming stronger emotional bonds. So, with the Egglocke, I'll be taking all of your eggs that you send me and replacing them with our encounters. Rare candies will be used in-game to level up the hatched eggs to match the level of the encountered Pokemon. Here's where it gets fun. Traditionally, all Egglocks have had the stipulation that only Pokemon with legal movesets, abilities, and so on can be sent in. That's the point of the Scrambled Egglocke. In this variation, you can only send in illegal Pokemon or Hackmons. This gives you guys the ability to either help me through this playthrough with some really amazing Pokemon, or hinder my playthrough with some not-so-good Pokemon. There are a few rules I'm setting for the first Scrambled Egglocke. These may change should we decide to do another, but for now, rule number 1. No legendaries. Please, let's keep this somewhat challenging. Rule number 2. Only basic Pokemon are allowed. If you guys want to send me a Swampert, make sure you send me a Mudkip egg. Rule number 3. Get creative. The idea behind this is for you guys to either directly assist or interrupt my progress in the game. One of the reasons I chose Sacred Gold for this playthrough is because it is one of my personal favorite games. I love what Drayano did with Storm Silver and Sacred Gold. Soul Silver and Heart Gold are two of my all-time favorite Pokemon games. And statistically, it does have the chance for the most encounters throughout the game. So that way, if you guys do send a bunch of eggs, there's more chance that I'll be able to hatch them. Now enough about all of that, let's get into how you guys can create the eggs and where you can email them to. Alright guys, so here we are with Pokemon Generator. If you don't have this program installed, I will leave a download link in the description of the video. First things first, go to Options, and set your target game on Heart Gold/Soul Silver because that's the original game we're playing under. Once that's all done, don't worry about the PID, you can leave that blank for now. Let's start with the species. Remember, basic Pokemon only, no legendaries, no second or third form evolutions. So, for instance, if you guys wanted to send me a Steelix, start with an Onix egg. For now, let's start making a Growlithe. Nicknames are all fun in an Egglocke, so be sure to use a nickname. 11 character maximum and be creative, but also be appropriate. For now, we'll name this Maximus. Make sure you tick the checkmark next to the nickname so it carries over into the game. After that, leave the experience set to 0 and level set to 1. Remember, this is the fun part. Set your nature whatever you like, beneficial or non-beneficial, however you want to help me. Give it any held item you want to. A helpful item like leftovers, a choice item, evolution stone, or a garbage item like a random berry or some random key item. Leave the happiness set to 0 and give it any ability you want to. Please no Wonder Guard abilities. Don't bother changing the form if applicable. Set country to US, UK, AU. Leave Shiny Leaf as none. And then next, choose the gender of your Pokemon, male or female. Make sure you leave Egg as a checkmark and whether or not you'd like your Pokemon to be shiny. Now under the Met tab, make sure your game says Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Location doesn't matter unless you'd like to get very, very specific. Set your Pokeball to whatever you'd like it to be. Make sure your Met level is level 1 and use today's date. For Encounter, make sure to set to Egg/Palpark and choose Fateful Encounter and double check as Egg is checkmarked as well. Now here's another place to help me out or hinder my progress. You can customize the IVs. Now please leave the EVs alone because those will come naturally throughout the game, but feel free to customize the IVs of the Pokemon however you like. Next, we have another fundamental of the Scrambled Egglocke, attacks. These can be anything helpful or hindering. Get serious, get creative, and be sure to have fun with it. For the original trainer miscellaneous category, leave all that empty. No need to change anything. After all this, you're going to go to File and click Save Pokemon from tabs and save it as the nickname of the Pokemon. Don't save it as whatever the Pokemon is, like Growlithe.pkm. Save it as Maximus.pkm, or even your username.pkm. Keep it a mystery from what you're sending. Once the file is saved, attach the file and email it to me at CrimsonCBADEgglocke@gmail.com. I am so excited to do my very first Egglocke, and I hope you guys are too. Keeping in mind that I always want to increase the production quality here on the channel, there will be episodes of the Egglocke each and every week. How frequent I can't guarantee, but you will have some new Sacred Gold Scrambled Egglocke in your sub box every single week. Just to let you guys know, I will be accepting eggs until Saturday, April 16th, and the very first episode of the Sacred Gold Scrambled Egglocke will go up on Monday, April 18th. All that being said, guys, my name is CrimsonCBAD, and I will talk to you all soon. Later.